Uh, did you know web development is one of the fastest growing sectors in the job market? The entire computer science field is, in general, is progressing far and ahead of any other field. The medicine, service industry, well, obviously service industry with the current climate, but any other sector, while it has growth, it's not as large as the computer science sector. And web development is right in there. It's I believe probably uh, either three or four as far as in the computer science space, the fastest growing, even in computer science fields. Machine learning, data science, and I think maybe robotics might be the only thing that overtakes it as far as actual job growth. And the growth is twice the size of the national average, so 13 versus 5%. 5% is the growth rate for all jobs in the United States versus 13. So it's almost three times the growth of the national average for jobs. So definitely opportunity there. Freelance web developers make up 25% of this market. So one out of four web developers are freelance. Again, definitely opportunity there as a freelancer or just as a web developer in general. The field is definitely growing, and there are a lot of opportunities for people who want to learn the skills and put the work in. Um, the average hourly rate for a new, or I'm sorry, the average salary for an employee at a company is around 73,000. Again, that's median. So depending on your area, if you are in the Midwest, that's going to be lower. If you live in somewhere like the Bay Area, New York, that's going to be higher. But that is the median salary for web developer. Uh, I believe in my area, which is sort of the Jersey, Philadelphia area, it's closer to 65, 70. But yeah, this is sort of the median salary you should sort of expect to see starting out as a uh, web developer if you do get employed with a company. The average hourly rate for freelancer is 35, 46 an hour. Again, that's starting out for freelancers. Freelancers, depending on their skill set, what sort of section of the market they're targeting, it could be much higher. It could actually be much lower. Also, depending on where you're living, there's a lot of third world developers who, charge less than $10 an hour. So there's definitely some room in both areas. And as you sort of develop your skills and build a client base and sort of prove yourself as a freelancer, you'll be able to raise those rates and draw a considerable income from it. Web developers come from a variety of backgrounds, many of which are not technical. Speaking to my own personal experience, I had experience in project management before I became a developer. I had some experience when I was in high school and right out of high school in development. I dabbled in PHP. I was a PHP developer for an adult entertainment company. But from that point, when I graduated from Stockton in 2011 to about 2017, I didn't do much development at all. Stayed mainly in the business sector, did some business development, did some uh, business management, project management. That's largely where my experience sort of came from. Um, and a lot of web developers are sort of making that career change. They're moving from whatever sector they came from to web development. There's a lot of benefits that come to sort of moving into this space. Obviously, the salary is one, lower barrier to entry versus something like machine learning or robotics or something like that. But there's definitely if you don't come from a technical background, it's definitely something that won't hinder you too much. You'll definitely have a more catching up to do as far as sort of building your skills and building a portfolio and a client base and all that kind of things. But ultimately, it's not something that will stop you. It's not something that will wall you. Um, and one of the ways to sort of build those skills and sort of make yourself employable. There are multiple ways. You can do the traditional 4-year school. You can do self study, or you can attend a boot camp. Um, like QuickStart, and QuickStart offers boot camps in collaboration with a bunch of different universities here. You see Texas A&M, Florida Atlantic, Colorado State, Wagner College. So again, these are all sort of accredited colleges, accredited universities that partner with QuickStart to provide bootcamp programs for students. And this is definitely an option as well if you are looking to find a set of skills. If you're not quite sure what stack to use, there's many different stacks out there, leveraging different technologies, front end, back end, and full stack. And if you're not quite sure what stack is the best or which one to sort of gravitate towards, using a program like QuickStart is definitely an option as well. Again, accredited, partnered with multiple colleges, as you can see here, and essentially teaches you a bunch of different technologies, gets you a portfolio, and gets you job ready for whatever position you take in the future.